Welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Bart.
And I'm Dre.
And today we're going to be talking about when to throw in a towel in a relationship. What that look like to you, Bart?
Oh, wow. So many that you can say. I think the first one I would say is when a relationship is getting too physical. Second one I would say financially, when the finances is affected, when one person is taking more on one weight than the other. The third is when you got all them goddamn kids, all them bad, disrespectful ass kids. So I say it's a lot of reasons to throw in the towel.
Shit, you knew the kids was there in the beginning.
Well, yeah, but you didn't know. You might have knew the kids were there, but you don't know how disrespectful they are until you move into a person's house. See, when you seeing them say, hey, how you doing, but who's really running and controlling the house and who calling the shots in the house, you don't know that until you move in there. You don't know how bad, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you just going over there visiting, hey, Mr. Johnson, hey, Mrs. Johnson, how you doing? But then once you move in, and who the fuck is you? You ain't none of my daddy. You don't tell me what to do. Because you got to understand, when it's just a mother and her children, the children feel like they the ones who pretty much in control of the house. They running shit. And then here comes somebody else trying to make rules. Now you finna have a problem.
Yeah, for me, it's time to abandon the relationship when them guns come out. You know, when when it's getting to the point, you go over to visit or you come out and this motherfucker already sitting outside. I had dated a girl, and he used to come to the house and just sit on the porch and cry.
While you was there?
Yeah, I like the way they said. He'd knock on the door, and she'd look on the camera and see it's him. She'd be like, "This motherfucker," and I look and I'm like,
But was she still messing with him?
No.
Conversating with him?
Was
it some type of, because this is why I'm asking you this, because I know sometimes people are just in love, but sometimes things go on to make a person think they got a chance. So if he was coming over there sitting on the porch, somewhere in it, I don't care if it was the conversation, she could have been like, well, if this don't work out, maybe, or if you do, it was something giving him some type of hope that he had a chance. Some people you don't got to get no hope to, but I'm just saying, if he was constantly coming over, knocking on the doors, he had some type of insinuation that he had a chance.
Well, he came over that I knew of about 3-4 times, and I'll go down and talk to him.
No, that's why the nigga kept coming back. That's like feeding the cat. They always tell you don't feed no cat.
Because for a man to be out there sitting on the porch crying, I do got feelings. And I just tell him, like, you know what, man, I'm sympathetic to, what you're going through, but, I'm here right now, bro. It ain't like she finna let you in and you finna come in and talk to her, or you finna come over here and see your kids.
But when you weren't there, that's what I'm saying. What was being allowed when you weren't there?
Well, what I can tell you, he never, right. If a nigga was coming over fucking sometimes, he'd be like, well, she ain't say that when I was over there.
You don't have to necessarily be having sex with her. You could have just been having a conversation.
If he cried on her shoulder and she just listened, that just gave him enough thought that she may accept me back.
Right.
Because when a woman flat out like, listen, nigga, I done moved on, and she give you that cold shoulder once or twice, she gonna be like, you know what, I ain't gonna keep humiliating myself. But I'm gonna tell you what I'd have did in that situation. I'd have opened up the door. Not the door, the window. I'd have got the banging her real hard where he can hear her moaning through the window. That's what I would have did.
You would have triggered him.
Your
bullets would have shooting up at the window, because now you done made him upset.
They got two kids together. They're a new family. I can see, what, he probably fucked up, and she's like, you know what, she had to move on because of, her reasons, but
a lot of times bald women don't move on. They say they moving on. Just because a woman entertains another man doesn't mean she's moving on. That's just her. That's her get back. She with somebody else to let him know that you better get it together because I got options.
I got options as well.
I got options.
See, with me,
sometimes they double back with the guy.
Once I know my girl been tampered with, once I know guys in Jangalanger, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Well, that's you. Many guys.
So if I come over
there
and the guy spent the night, I know he fucked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm straight. And that's why I just tell a guy, I tell a woman, if you met somebody and you like him, y'all done like someone, just let me know.
But what I'm saying to you too is in situations, as you said, it was a new family, they had kids. Think about how many women have children. Think about how many women are married and they got good relationships, but it's just that one thing that you just messed up and you did, and so she feels like, okay, it's time for me to get my lick back. It don't mean that I want you gone, but I want you to realize that I got options and you need to get your shit together. And that could have been the reason that he was on that porch crying, because he trying to win her back. Like, okay, baby, I understand what you saying. I was wrong. I'm going to do better. And,
and that's why over half of these women that's running around here that's not married, got these babies, is single parents. Oh, that way of thinking you just said.
But it's
ain't no getting no guy back. Once the guy know he up there, he tampering with
no
you.
Getting y'all back. That's not true with
There's a lot of guys
man.
that take their woman back after they've been jangalanged and jumped off the top rope on. Yeah. I know. I've saw a lot of guys do it.
I don't want no woman that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How did that conversation go? What was he talking to you about?
He was like, man, you know what? I love her, man. And I said, you know what? I understand you love her. He said, man, they're my kids up there. I said, I get it, bro. And the only thing I could tell him, just be realistic. Would you think she's gonna let you in and you finna go up there at 3 o'clock in the morning talking to your kids?
Did he ask you, did you fuck her? Did he ask you that?
He know I'm fucking her.
He was over there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, sometimes
he never asked me about my penis. He never asked about nothing like that. But he asked, he wanted me to know I love her, man. That's my family. And I told him, I acknowledge that.
See, normally when a guy talk to you like that, that's right before he blink out.
Well, so one day he scared the fuck out of me because I went over there and I was cutting her grass. Mm-hmm. And the nigga walked up. He didn't say nothing, but shit, I'm emptying the bag.
If he was on
and
that
he
shit,
walked up, he walked up the sidewalk kind of close. And us, a man walked, he could have grabbed anything. And I was vulnerable, but he went and he stood in front of the house for a second and he walked off. So I'm assuming he stayed somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now, what made you continue to talk to her, and how long did you? Because in a situation like that, I think it was time to walk away.
It was.
That was one of the times, and I had a conversation with her, and I told her, if this continues to go on, you know what I'm saying, I have to sit up here, take another avenue, because at this point, I didn't see no stopping him.
But you didn't find. I would have walked away at the time. He just walked and looked at the house. It's burning the big. He coming back to set the bitch on fast. He just stood there, looked at the house, looked at you, and walked away.
Well, I get it. I can be kind of foolish. When me and my kids
had to be good. That's why I kept.
Listen,
look. He's Mr. Zero Tolerance, but he tolerated that shit.
Well, I'm not gonna tolerate. I'm not. She was a very respectful woman. She was a very.
Her man wasn't respectful. We don't give a damn what she was. We talk about the one who was having a mental breakdown. That's who you should have been concerned about. Yeah.
When you in your late 20s, early 30s, your mentality, I wish a nigga would.
Oh, okay. When you get
in your late 40s, 50s, you saying I hope a nigga don't. See, your way of thinking changed. So I'm still feeling I'm that dude, and I was like, listen, he don't want them problems with me. But this nigga is he's thinking with a broken heart. He ain't thinking sensibly.
He wasn't thinking at all. He like what?
I ain't gonna lie, man. You couldn't even have no conversation. If I know my kids up in there and you in there dropping meat, why my kids in that bitch? We ain't even got no conversation.
I wasn't dropping meat at the time.
Nigga, I'm just saying. I've been in that situation where, I've never been in a situation where nigga had a conversation with me. I take that back. When a nigga shot me in my legs. But he wasn't even fucking with her no more. They wasn't together. He was just mad because my feet was on the table and shit. You know what I mean?
But he was being disrespectful.
Nigga, I was doing more for that nigga kids than he was doing.
You probably was, but see, Dre, his kids eat off that table.
The story is this: I was fucking the chick. Mm-hmm. Now, her baby daddy was one of her cousin's best friends, so they all hung out together, and that's how he wound up getting with her. So even though they not together, this nigga was still here on the regular. So my feet on the table, and he like, nigga, my kids eat cereal right there. Get your feet off the table.
See, his kids eating off the table.
Listen, I looked at little mama. I said, look, baby, you got a problem with my feet being on the table? Her words was this: you do more for that nigga kids than he do.
Oh,
Fuck him.
That's why he.
See,
shot
she
him.
should have shot that bitch then.
Yeah,
Don't shoot
she
me.
provoked him.
Yeah, there you go.
She provoked.
She
That's what
encouraged
made
you.
It
She
wasn't 'cause
encouraged
your
you to
feet,
set it
yeah.
off because she knew.
Man,
She knew
when
how
she
to press
said
his
that-
button.
He set it off. He didn't buy that goddamn table. He ain't even feeding
But
the
she
kids.
provoked him,
You
and
know
then
what?
with the words she
If a man
said, you
asks
do
me,
more.
if a man asks me to do something, I'm gonna give him that respect because he asked me. If I wouldn't even put no feet on the table. But if I would have my feet prepped up on something, man, say, listen, man, can you take your feet down, man? My kids,
Well,
out of respect for his kids, I'd have did it.
Well, I was about 25.
Yeah, so you
At
wanted-
that time,
you wanted
we
to
was
smoke.
Going, any smoke.
You
know what I
wanted
mean? So he was like, nigga, let's go outside. I have to hop right up, nigga, let's get it. You know what I mean? That nigga's like, I got something better for you. That nigga turned around and that gun went off. I was like, oh shit.
He gave you some party gifts. He said, I'm gonna leave you some nice
I
party
was like, oh
gifts.
shit.
wouldn't expect
This nigga
that.
serious.
But it really wasn't so much about your feet being on the table. It was she provoked it even more by saying
She
you
okayed
do more for his kids. That took him to a whole nother level just to hear her say that. So then, and not only
He should
that,
have shot that bitch.
well, we don't know what he did after you left, after you got hit the legs a couple of times because you had to go. He might have did slap her once or twice, but that's what provoked it.
Yeah.
That's what took him to another level. Like, damn, your feet on the table. Now she validating you for taking care of my
Well,
kids.
listen, I learned a valuable lesson. I know when to hold them and when to fold them. Now, if I'm fucking with something, I ain't even coming in that motherfucker. You gotta come out to the car and we going wherever destination we going to. I'm not coming to your house. I don't feel comfortable, even though a motherfucker 90% of the time you're gonna be prepared. It's 10% that you're not gonna be prepared. So to avoid all that, I'm going somewhere in my comfort zone that's gonna avoid all that. You see
And
what
we
I'm saying?
talked about this before too, and that goes back to the point of when red flags, or you can cause things and provoke things to happen for the simple fact, say she is in another relationship and say she does have children and the father comes over and pick up his kids. He ain't got to come in there and pick up his kids. Just, hey, you know, I'm outside. Because, see, you don't know how that makes him feel once he enters that house, seeing another man around his children. You don't know how that's going to make him feel. He already swallowing his pride, and you don't know, like I say, sometimes you have these relationships where women still talk to the baby daddies.
Sometimes I don't.
And then sometimes, I just put it like this, I think it depends on how the relationship ends.
I think it depends on how the man act around the house. Now, if this nigga around there like baby boy, butt naked, cooking breakfast in that bitch, and you nigga kids in there, the father gonna set it off. But if a man, if he being a man, not being disrespectful to the kids, not pounding the mama out, making extra noises so the kids hear.
That's you, Dre.
I mean, hey, I do what I do.
You see what I'm saying? You just said I open the window up.
You totally disrespectful. So you
First
have
off,
red flag that she be invited over.
if I open the window and I pound it out to make noises, that means he popped up. He should have called first. So I'm a petty motherfucker. Sometimes you gotta be
But you
petty.
ain't gotta do that because he already know you
If he
pounded
keep
it
popping
out.
up, I'm gonna let him know I'm pounding up.
And you know what, though, to piggyback what Barb said, I think a lot of women make the mistake thinking the way Barb was thinking. I think they say, you know what, it's get back to a man.
No, Barb don't say Barb was thinking. I'm giving you an example of what females say. Barb wouldn't do that, but I'm giving you an example how a lot of females
So Barb,
think.
have you ever been with a man
Mm-hmm.
and your thought process was like, you know what, he did this to me, so I'm going to give his pussy away?
Hell yeah.
When I was younger,
See,
yeah.
Okay,
I
so that's
do that.
Barb way of thinking. Okay,
That's all.
so I said it right.
That's
I
all.
said it right. Okay, yeah, I guess I had to reword it for you, Barb, but same thing.
I think all women think.
I think all-
See,
I
this is
take
the
that back.
mistake.
Not
This
all.
is the mistake that most women make, thinking like that, because they saying, you know what, I'm gonna get him back. But it's not that you're going to get him back. What it is, you just cost yourself a man.
No,
Only
you
if you
didn't.
get caught.
No, you didn't.
Well, he eventually he's going to find out, because you know what,
Sometimes.
somebody is going to say.
I
Well, back
disagree.
then,
I disagree
you
with
disagree
you.
what?
I disagree that you just lost you a man because you got to understand.
Well, that's why you did it. Because
No, I've never done it. Now let's correct
said
it.
you
I
did it
said
when you
I
was younger?
would do it.
You
If
said
I,
when you was
I was
younger, you
younger,
had
I
done it.
would do it. I didn't say I did it. You asked me would I ever give it away, get my lick back, and I said yeah, I thought like that when I was younger. I never said I did it. But back to what? Don't put words to you.
Okay,
Always
clean it
that
up,
bullshit.
clean it up,
No,
clean it up.
motherfucker, you clean it up. Now anyway, back to what I was saying. You can't say that because some men is straight with a woman getting their lick back because they ain't shit. They out there
Or that
fucking
might not
around.
be his bitch. He might not give a
So
fuck.
they don't care. They really don't care. Some men don't care. Some men have dogged their woman so bad and cheated on her so much. If she just get cheated on him that one time, he gonna give her a pass. So
No,
you can't say all men. All men.
So, Bar,
All men ain't the
because
same.
because men looking at it like, you know what? I don't care what you did before I met you, but now that I know you,
Well, what
if
I'm
I
saying,
get
he
new,
ain't gonna find out anyway. Because
I-
women the
I-
best cheaters in the world. You ain't
Well,
gonna find
you know
out.
what? See,
Unless
one
she
thing-
just gonna be ornery
one
and tell
thing
him.
about women, they are emotional cheaters. And a woman gonna sit up and give a nigga the pussy, and if the nigga is decent, she gonna give it to him again.
Just like a
That's
man.
what she. Well, but men are not emotional cheaters.
You can't say that.
We just
You
learned
can't
Hey,
that.
say
listen,
that.
we are physical
You can't.
cheaters.
You
I
can't.
agree.
You
Well, I
can't
can't
speak.
say that.
No,
I'm
you
a man.
can't. No, you.
I'm a
You
man.
can.
I'm a
Okay,
man.
but you
I
can
agree.
only speak for yourself. And you
Okay.
can only
All
speak
the
for
men
Now,
I
what
yourself.
about
know.
you?
Y'all can only
Okay,
speak
so
for
now that's
yourself.
That's
But
three.
y'all can
That's
only.
100%.
No, that ain't. You can only speak
We
for
talking about the
yourself.
3 men that's here.
You
We
can
are
only speak
physical.
for yourself because you have a lot of men
Well,
that
Bart,
emotionally.
you just
So
want
you
to
saying
disagree.
you saying it's a man that feel emotionally connected to cheat with a woman?
Yeah.
I'm saying that's
Yeah.
totally
And he
negative.
not bi or gay or none of that?
No, he not because
Oh.
you gotta think that woman could be giving him something the woman ain't at
Hey,
home.
you ever heard a man say that, Barbara? You ain't never heard no
I
man
don't
say
know,
that.
but I'm just
So you
saying that
just
it's
talking
a
shit,
no.
bro.
I'm not talking shit. I'm
Yeah, she
saying
just
it's a
talking
man
bullshit.
out there somewhere. I don't know who you are that has
Don't
done
exist.
it. You exist, but you're not gonna say you exist because you don't want to agree with Bar. But it is some men out here that get hooked on pussy, and they get
But why would
emotional
he cheat though?
because maybe she ain't shit.
Men are not emotional cheaters. What I'm saying is, Barb, women are emotional cheaters. So now that man, oh baby, it'll be all right. He did what to you? Oh, I wouldn't have done you like that.
Well, you got men
now
who
she
she don't
found herself
cook,
crying on
she
his
don't
penis.
clean, she don't. Men do that same bitch shit to get
Listen,
pussy. Oh, she don't cook, she don't clean, she don't keep her hair
But
done.
he's not gonna cheat.
But he
because
playing on
has
another
feelings.
person's
He gonna
emotions to
cheat
get some
because
pussy.
that's what he want to do. She
That's
had
what
a
he
fat
wanna do.
ass.
Yep.
You know what? It's something about her that attracted to him. He don't care about what you talking about. He care about her physical. It's something physical about her. And just because he fuck her, that don't mean he want her.
Yeah.
That don't mean he want to be with her.
That don't
He
mean
just-
a woman want a man because she fuck
Okay,
him.
well, in my opinion, women is not structured like a man.
Women have a lot. You have one
What-
night stands. You ever had a one night stand?
Yeah.
I've had a one night stand before.
Okay.
Fuck the nigga. Sex was
Out of
good.
town, wasn't you?
No, in town.
And you
Sex
still
was-
see him?
Sex was good, and I've never seen him again. Where is the emotional attachment at?
So how did you?
Bang,
Hold on,
bang,
hold on,
bang,
hold on.
I
bang.
got a question.
Did
How
you
did
hold
you?
on, hold on, hold on.
How did we
Did
get
you raw dog
emotional? No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
You said
No.
Did she
no.
raw
where
dog?
you meet the guy?
But where was the emotional
Where you meet the
attraction at? We was out at a concert or something.
Oh
we
yeah,
had a
you
couple of
definitely
drinks.
raw dog.
No, because you keep them in your purse. You
Did you
always
try?
keep them in
Did
your
he
purse.
try to raw dog you?
I know they tried.
You tried.
Yeah.
Definitely tried, especially know they tried us. But you keep hold on, wait a minute. Please, I keep a box.
He did that. Oh yeah.
See, back then I was lost. I was trying to find myself. I keep a box of them in my, there you go, here you go.
So you went to his house or he came to yours?
No, it is. But where is the
So
emotional?
listen, man, that's
He
what
could've
I'm
been a
saying.
serial
He could've killed
killer.
you.
He could have killed me at my house.
Well, no, it's kind of different.
No, it ain't.
He got the home court advantage.
He could have killed me at my house. Either way it go, he could have killed me. I didn't want, but listen, back
So you said the sex was awesome, though. Hold on,
the
let's get
sex was good. We never hooked up again.
Did you get his number?
No, we sexed and that was it. We
So
didn't
you went to a nigga house. You
We
ain't never
died.
I
been
ain't never
drive
had
house?
a one night stand and never at least hit her once.
No,
once
one
after that.
time. That was it. Never seen him
And you
again.
said the sex was
And I
awesome.
said, damn, I should have got his phone number.
But you know where he stay at?
Really?
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
can't
pop
pop
up over his house because
Yeah,
I'm
look
pretty
like
sure
a
you
stalker.
did a drive-by.
No,
You
no,
did a drive-by
no,
once or twice.
All it was a one night bang and it was it. No.
It wasn't
No.
Dirty D, was it?
No. Really? You gonna suck somebody? Really? That's how you feel?
I'm
You're
just
with the cloud. Oh, you lucky. Oh, you so lucky.
And what you think about that, Jay? Do you think that you
But
can?
girls can do that. Girl, what I'm trying to tell you is that you
Man,
have...
these new women.
No,
is weird.
what I'm saying is that
These
you
new women is
have
weird.
females out here
Oh,
that
yes,
have
women that do
had
it.
one night stands.
Huh?
It's no emotional attachment.
Yeah.
They do what and they gone just like me and
I'm
have
gonna
one
give
night
you a
stands.
prime example. I stopped.
And
at
that
the
was
gas
back in the
station.
day when I was younger when my man wasn't right. I'm together now.
I stopped at the gas station and bought some rubbers. I was in there like, let me get some magnums. Chick was in line like, damn, that's you? I said, yeah, that's me. She was like, give me your number. Just off me buying some rubbers. She gave
Did you
me-
knock her off?
Hell yeah, front porch. No
But you-
hotel,
but you
nothing.
see-
That's when I still was on
And
table.
how
We
many
had the house
times
on
did you see
table.
her and talk to her?
Shit, I was hitting on the regular. I ain't
you
have to
was
take her
still-
nowhere,
you
nothing.
was
We
still
ain't have to
taking
get a
it.
hotel room. Nigga, she'd come on 2, 3 in the morning, and that's when my grandma and them was still living and everything. I hit on the front porch, over the balcony. Shit crazy. I ain't spend a dollar.
Wow. And what did you think of her? Nothing really.
Just something for fun.
Yeah, hit her on the porch then. She
We
should
ain't
at
never
least
been out, held hands,
try to
kissed
get to the
nothing.
Holiday Inn or something. Dang.
So
Not the way
when-
we met.
When it comes to family, what's a breaking point for family? When you know to throw in the towel when you're dealing with your family,
when they
brothers,
say
sisters,
fuck
cousins.
you, when they, it's like I put a post up the other day. It said you gotta cut ties with vampires. They take everything from you mentally, emotionally, and financially, and they don't return nothing in favor. So
was
at
just gonna
some
say
point
that.
you gotta sit here and say, you know
When-
what, I go above and beyond. And then when I'm over here fucked up and I ain't got nobody, you know what I mean? I feel like this, us, we all friends, we family, we like brothers and sisters. I shouldn't have to call y'all to if I need to cry on somebody's shoulders when I got an inner circle, which is really my blood, that I went above and beyond for. So when I go above and beyond and they say fuck me, then you got at some point you gotta say fuck them as well.
Yeah, when you giving back, and you really have to let go when your mental is being destroyed.
Yeah.
When you feel that negative energy always, when that person comes around, your whole attitude and demeanor just changes. And like you said, when you constantly giving and they constantly taking and not giving nothing
And
in
don't
return.
appreciate it.
Nothing. Like me and my mom, we have a long distance love, and that's perfect for us. We can't have a love where we around each other all the time. We can't be around each other all the time. We can't. My mother lives in Southfield. I live in Detroit. I barely even go over her house. She barely comes over my house. I barely even talk to her. Sometimes I go 2, 3, 4 months without even talking to her. But that's okay. See, somebody else will look at me and say, dang, you fucked up, or that's weird, but that's good for our relationship because we have to have that boundary. We have to have it because if it gets too close, here come that sucker puncher. Here come that energy that's going to drain me, and I can't allow that. So you got to cut people off when they're not mentally healthy for you.
But you know what? Sometimes they say when two people are so alike, they have to be distant. You think you and your mom is just so much alike. That's why y'all can't be in the same house or something like that.
I think verbally we are alike, but mentally being strong, we're totally different. I built up my strength as I got older, and I watched everything she go through and everything she allowed and how she was so passive. So that could be a problem for me because I'm not passive. So I don't know how to. I don't even know how to say it. I don't think it's that I don't know how to not be strong or put my guard down, but I just got a problem with certain stuff. So I mean, we still got a good love though, but it's a distant type of love. So I mean, yeah, I think when you give somebody so much and they breaking you down mentally, you gotta let them go. That's friends too. Friends keep up a lot of drama and bullshit, and they always got you in the middle or something. And sometimes you just gotta say, you know what, that's your shit. Figure it out. Love you, but I can't be a part of it.
Yes, but for me, I believe that you're born into family. You choose your friends. So to me, sometimes your choices, but whoever you choose to be in your life is what's best for you. So I don't think necessarily it's because you share the same type of blood with a person, them are the best persons for you. I think the people who you choose that's a better fit for you and the way you choose to live your life.
Okay, so I got a question for y'all then. Since you said you're born into your family. So when you cut your family off, by us knowing that this is our blood brother, this is my blood auntie, this is my bloodline. So when you do cut them off, how does it make you feel? Is it a different type of feeling you would have than when you cut a friend off?
Well, I believe it's a different feeling, but you got to say, you know what, I got to do what's best for me. If I stay on this path I'm on, we're going to fall out, and when we fall out, it's going to be ugly.
But you're going to fall out anyway, because as soon as you cut them off, That's
not so, because now cutting off is like this. I just don't come around.
Sometimes it ain't even got to be that. Look at it like this. Our situation is when we was younger, we used to be on the block all day. Motherfucker hustle, motherfucker had kids, but motherfuckers didn't have a 9 to 5. As you get older, your life change. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers get jobs, motherfuckers got businesses and all type of stuff going on. So even with us, we prioritize each other, like with our picnic, with shooting a podcast. So you don't necessarily have to cut a person off. You just don't prioritize them anymore, because there's so much other stuff we can be doing with our time. So you take your time and you use it where it's most important, where it's most needed, where it's most appreciated. So if a person can't understand it, they can never say, oh, he acting funny. No, I'm busy.
Oh, but they say it. Well, you saying they can never, but people say it. But like you say, some people grow up. Some people never grow up, Dre. Some people live that same life, that had that same mentality that they did when they was kids. They're still riding around with the music bumping. They still got the speakers. I'm just saying, they ain't got no job. They still on the block every day getting drinking. So those are the people that are going to be the people who say you changed and you switched up. But the people that's on your level and doing the stuff that you doing, they ain't going to say that about you. But a person who ain't got nothing going for themselves going to say that quick. Oh, you forgot where you came from. No, I know where I came from. It's just I'm doing bigger and better things.
I think what you saying is like, some people want to always talk about the past. Some people live in the past. They best days are behind them. Mm-hmm. But see, when you come around people like us, I believe I got some good days in my future. Right. So I'm looking towards the future. So if I'm coming around a guy when I'm talking about stuff we did 20, 30 years ago, I don't need that type of vibe around me. Mm-hmm. If a guy ain't coming up with some ideas on how to get some money or how to be productive, I don't see no reason to fuck with him. Mm-hmm. Just because I know a whole lot of people, that don't mean at 50 years old I'm finna deal with them. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to pick and choose who I spend my time with, who I spend my time around, because my time at 50 years old is more valuable. Right. So I'd rather choose my family who I'm going to deal with. I'm going to choose my friends who I deal with, because the time is more valuable.
Well, I'm going to say in my situation, I haven't been around a lot. So it's a lot of family may feel like I'm funny and being distant. And then in actuality, that ain't my situation. My motherfucking lifestyle done changed, and my finances changed. So I'm out here working harder than what I normally would be working. So with me working harder, that means I just don't have the time. So I would love to spend more time with friends.
You still good hearted and still do a lot of stuff for your family. Just when you leave here, what you say you gotta do.
Yeah, but I just don't have the time.
You're just your brothers alone. You still do a lot of stuff that many brothers wouldn't even do for their siblings. You know what I'm saying? Many, nephews and stuff wouldn't even be going. You better pay somebody to do that. So you got to think still do good. So
when you going to start prioritize yourself? When are you going to start letting people do for you? See, that's where I'm at now.
I got complex.
But the thing is that when you do let people do for you, is it sincere or is it something?
Prime example, when my daughter gave me them couple $100, I gave it back. I kept $100 and gave her the rest back. That shit just don't. Some shit just don't.
Yeah, that was love.
Well, that's actually insulting. If
me insulting her?
Yeah, that was. That was.
Well, you won't see it like that because you a giver. You a giver, and you want to make.
But I did ask her. That I make her feel some type of way.
You probably did.
She say, "No, Daddy, I just know how you are."
She know how you are.
But I feel it like this. Your daughter did something. She got a chance to give you. You got to think of all the things you've done for her. She finally reached a point in her life that she said, "I can give my daddy something. I love my daddy. I even listened to you read the card." The card itself said what type of father you was. So you got to think, for her to give you that for everything you've done for her, that was nothing. That was, Daddy, thank you. I got a chance to give you some. Here you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
she came and
so
hung out and
coming from her, I wouldn't have took it that way. Now, probably coming
and
from somebody else.
You end up giving all the money back anyway.
Yeah, you
over
gonna give it
time.
back anyway.
I
Daddy,
just would
I need
have
some
put it to the
gas
side
money.
and
Daddy,
here,
my tire
I'd
went
gave the
out.
money back,
Yeah.
and now she still feel like I done something for my dad at some point.
Now, maybe coming from somebody else, I'm like you too. I be wondering what strings is attached. Like, what do you want? Is this from the heart? Are you really just giving me this because you want to give it to me? Or I be double back thinking because look, what is this $100 about to cost me?
See,
you giving me $100,
I don't even look at it like that. Like in my situation, this is my thought. Like outside of my uncles and then my auntie, I can say even my mom, she back in her days before she had caught up in the shit she went through, she touched some money. So with me making a few dollars, my whole thing is I just want my family to be okay. So I don't expect nothing. To me, the best gift is to get your shit together. You see what I'm saying?
But you know what,
That's
Dre?
how I look at
A
life.
person can never get their shit together if they always got somebody picking them up. Can't never get your shit together. If somebody always there to pick you up, you ain't gonna never get your shit together. But if you fall and you ain't got that person who always there to pick you up, you gonna figure shit out. But as long as somebody always there picking them up, they ain't gonna never get their shit together.
Now, sometimes you got to just be at a point you say, you know what, I'm not about to make these calls no more. You know how many times I done, auntie, I need to borrow 20. Something happened. I need to get back on my feet. Give me 30. Give me 10. And she'll go to the bank and get it. I mean, it's some tax and interest on that shit. It ain't for free. But after, I ain't borrowed no money from my auntie in over 20 years.
But you figured it
I got
out.
to a
You
point,
got
like,
it together.
I said, I just got to figure it out. I mean, like, it's been times I had to call ball. I need 500, loan me 1,000, Diddy.
I done borrowed money before, too.
But I hate
like
doing that shit.
I hate
if
it,
I
too.
call one of these niggas and ask for some money, that mean it was the last
It might
resort.
take me about 3 months. I know I've been needing that $100. Oh my God, this will take me a long time.
At this point, you have met a woman that compliments you very well.
I do. I agree.
You know, so you know that's y'all are a 1-2 punch. Really, you don't even have to even go outside your household for anything because everything's is there.
I prefer. It's a prefer thing. And the only reason I can say prefer, like she gonna watch this, she gonna be mad or whatever. But the thing is this is what I've learned. I don't think she's that type of woman, but I done been through situations with women I done put cars in their name, using my money. We fall out bad. That's the first thing they try to throw some shit in your name. I mean, in your face.
But most women would do that. But the woman you have now, she wouldn't do that, Dre.
Yeah.
You know, I see the way your woman look at you.
Right.
She have nothing but your best interest.
I agree.
And it's rare that a man meets a woman and I'm pretty sure in some cases she put your interest in front of hers.
Yeah.
What woman does that?
None. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
So, what I'm just saying, I think a lot of men need to start realizing when they winning. Because if you don't realize when you winning, you're bound to lose.
I agree. I definitely agree. But as far as pulling the strings on family, I mean, it can be all type of stuff. But I think the biggest thing is it's always respect or financial. Them gonna be the two biggest things. A person feel disrespected over and over again, unappreciated, or they gonna fall out over some type of money.
What about abandonment? That's one thing I can't get over, bro.
I think
if I feel somebody abandoned me, left me in my time of need, I can't forget that.
Well, like I can kind of say maybe, but I'm gonna tell you the realistic. Me and my brother, like my brother that's right up under me, it's 6 of us, but me and him, we got the same father and mom, and neither one of our parents was there. You know what I mean? When we was with our mom, we was with her mom. When we was with my father's, we with his mom. So our parents was never there. We was always with one of the grandparents. So I can feel the abandonment issue, but at the same time, you know what I mean? I kind of got past it.
Abandonment can hurt some people, and then it can make
stronger.
people better. Because you got some people who use abandonment as to be victimized. Oh, you left me, this how I'm gonna treat my kids. And then you get some people who've been abandoned. I'm not gonna never do that. When I grow up, I'm gonna be this type of man, I'm gonna be this type of father. I'm not gonna never do that. So it can hurt you and it can make you stronger. It just depends on the type of person you are. Because I know some kids who used that against their mom. She wasn't the best. She wasn't perfect, but you don't hurt your children because you felt like she hurt you.
So what about abandonment in a relationship? If you in a relationship and let's say something happened and this woman say, well, you know what, I can't handle that, I'm just gone. Because I feel like this.
Well, in a relationship is totally different.
Well, I feel like this. First of all, if I'm in a relationship with a woman because I want to be there, she want to be there, and we not going to always get along. Like if I'm dating a woman, I'm going to tell her we family. If I'm sitting up here, my life have been put in your hands at different times. And you can easily set me up if that's something you want to do. So I have to trust you.
But when dating, don't you think we as people put too much when it comes to dating?
No, of course not.
What?
I think we don't put enough.
We're dating. So it's not, I think for me, it would hurt me more if my husband abandoned me compared to just somebody I was kicking it with.
Okay.
Or dating.
Okay.
And then it also depends on how long I was dating this person too. Now, if I was dating this person maybe 2 or 3 months and then something happened.
Well, that's just y'all fucking around at that point.
Say a year. Okay, I'm going to say a year.
Under a year.
I say a year. I don't know. I don't think it would bother me that much.
So you've been fucking around with a guy for 3-4 years and you did something that you probably shouldn't have done, and he just cut communication. You can't find him, you can't reach him, and he don't want to just talk to you at all. To me, that's some whole shit.
I don't think he has to, because as a person, I know what I did.
Don't have nothing.
But listen, hear me out. I know what I did. I know what I caused. So maybe him as a man not talking to me is better for him, because maybe it may not be a conversation. Maybe it's that unforgivable that I don't want to talk to you because it's gonna go to a whole nother level. Well, it ain't gonna be no talking. So you have to look at what I did. So if I know exactly what I did and this man cuts me off and say, the best thing for me to do is walk away from you and never fuck with you again, I ain't got no problem with that because I know what I did.
Well, it sounds like you had done some real fucked up shit. If he feel, I'm talking about even if you cheated on him. Now he can say, well, you know what you did. You know why you did it. But this is my stand. A conversation still need to take place. That's the closure.
But if he don't want a conversation, he don't have to have
one.
Well,
I'm just gave you a scenario. He's telling you know what you did. He's not finna sit up here and go when you met him and all that. But he letting you know this is my stand. Mm-hmm. So that's your closure. Mm-hmm. To me, if I've been fucking with somebody 5-6 years and you don't even give me a chance for closure, to me that's a part of abandonment. I ain't fucking with you no more.
Okay, let me show. Okay. Talking about abandonment, I just watched this video. I don't know if y'all caught it. It was a white couple. They was at some type of picnic. It was some black guys, flirting with the man, wife, being, what I mean, they doing what, men do. So he called himself defending her honor. He got his ass whooped at the picnic. After that, his wife she just stopped sexing with him. She flat out at the end told him she didn't have respect for him no more because he got his ass whooped at the picnic.
For taking up for her.
Y'all saw that video?
I ain't see it, but
that
I'm
shit
just
is crazy.
Yeah,
that's kind of like the abandonment type situation.
Well,
you stop fucking with me. We in a whole marriage. I call myself defending your honor. I get
But I would say it was some problems. It was something going on besides before he got his ass beat. That just gave her a reason to say I'm done.
But it wasn't no one-on-one. It's understandable. Okay, if she said, well, you let this nigga beat the brakes off you, I can't respect you.
But he jumped?
He was jumped.
I wouldn't give a fuck if a nigga whooped you in a one-on-one fight. That's just what it was, a fight.
You see,
he was better skilled than me, but that don't have nothing to do with my relationship.
What I'm trying to say, I think it was something already.
Because flat out, she didn't respect him because he got his ass whooped.
That's bullshit.
It's probably something. That's bold, but I think it was probably something already. She had already lost respect for him before he got his ass. Yeah, that was just an excuse.
Well, you know what? If she would have said that, them words came out of her mouth, I would have been highly offended. Because if you go, just like me saying, if a person outskill her and I say I ain't fucking with you because I lost respect because somebody outskilled you. A fight is nothing but a defense. That don't mean that man is smarter. Mm-hmm. That don't mean that man he got better comprehension. It don't mean, to me, stuff like that matter. If a guy whooped my ass, only thing I can do is fight back. He got the best of me.
It was a difference.
Well, he got jumped even worse.
But he got jumped for taking up for her. Now, what if he didn't take up for her? She still wouldn't have had no respect for him.
Well, see,
So,
what she should have done, he should have told her, well, baby, be quiet. You know, go over here. See, the thing is, these women want to keep mouthing off. Yeah, she want to keep mouthing off, talking slick. Listen, my ass is the one on the line, not yours. And just what happened, he got his ass beat, and she still talked shit to him when he got home. So he got his ass beat twice by the person he was defending, and by the person that stood his grounds, principles, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I always tell people, listen, don't do that shit. If you got a woman and she don't want to listen to you, let her catch whatever she going to catch. Because if you sit up here catching for her, she ain't going to appreciate that. She gonna tell you caught that ass whooping because that's what you wanted to do. What nigga you know want to catch an ass whooping? I know when I'm outgunned. If it's 3-4 niggas and they talking shit, listen, I'm intelligent enough to know I'm outgunned. Y'all talk y'all shit, y'all got it. Y'all got it this time.
So what you all say that a person, if you're in a relationship and a person don't know when to walk away or be quiet, that's grounds to leave. If you always getting put into situations because that person don't know how to control their mouth.
Hell yeah, because
or they temper.
She's in danger. She would endanger your life.
I wind up getting to a point like, it may not be like that now, but I stopped hanging out with one of my cousins and my brother. Like we would go someplace. Like we hang out now. I'm gonna get dressed. I stopped doing that for a minute because, you know, under the influence. Like, I know how I'm under the influence. I'm a whole different person, but they like me times 100. So, try to get a chick number. She say, no, fuck you, bitch. I ain't want your bum ass bitch. And, you know what I mean? They go so left.
Lord.
That I just stopped hanging out. Listen, it's me and a couple of the homies. My cousin, we went to the bar together. He was so high. He didn't know that he was feeling on this guy wife. Like, you know, she's standing, her husband right there ordering them drinks. She right here, he right there. And I'm behind him. He's rubbing all on her booty and all that. And we wound up having to get up out of there because it was about to go left. And the next day, he didn't remember none of it.
Because sometimes you can be so intoxicated you don't remember. But those are people that are a danger to you. Like I just said, that's hell. You could get me killed because you done drunk so much liquor. Now I'm buzzing, but you messed up, and now you done went over here and started some mess, and we all over here together. All they know is
so
we
you know
together.
To cut him off. I couldn't rock with him.
No, that was the last time we hung out together.
Yeah. But shit, I remember shit when you was locked up. Like, your brother had about 10 people for you to kill when you got out. My brother gonna kill you. He had a list. Your brother, he had a list wrote out for everybody he wants you to kill when he get out. So shit, you know what? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because sometimes your family, and you don't even know nothing about it, but if you telling me your brother go kill me and I know what potentials he have, listen, when he coming out, we beefing.
I could have got the bit.
And you don't even know who you beefing with. Yep. So
that's true.
for me, so I think you gotta have boundaries in a relationship. I think you gotta have boundaries for family. You know, you gotta have boundaries even with your kids. Because you know what? Will you even cut your kids off? Would you even throw the towel in with your kids?
I already have.
Well, some of your kids can get you in situations
I told you the
too.
situation. I just had to pay back rent for my oldest daughter. She left me with a $4,200 tab. Then I was all type of fat bitches and everything, deadbeat dads. But I got numbers from child support that say differently. I gave her mama money.
Why she owe you $4,200?
Because I put apartment in my name for her. Her name was not on the lease at all.
Pay the bill.
And she skipped owing. You know what I mean? So I had to pay that shit off.
You stuck with the bill.
Left me with the bill, bro. So we ain't got no conversation, but I'm cool with it. Like, my thoughts is this. I've been above and beyond for you. You know, I ain't never asked nothing of you. Whenever you call, if I was able to do it, I did it and then some. That's just like one thing I don't play about my credit. You know what I mean? My thing is this what I did for her, I didn't even do for her for my favorite. My middle daughter is my favorite. And when she asked for an apartment, I'll say, no, I'm not about to do that. But I did it for her because she called me boo-hooing. And then when I do it, you turn around and don't pay your goddamn rent. And then, I make more money than you. I'm at the post office and Okay, you
Do
at
you
the
think
post
she
office,
did
but
it
you
to
don't
you
make
just
more money
based
than
on
me.
what she said? Because she feel like you older? So
I
I'm
don't
gonna skip
owe
out
her
on.
shit.
I'm gonna skip out on.
You
Let
know what,
pay
Bob?
it.
She may think I owe her because of all that poison her mama pumped in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Her mama tried to be like, your daddy was a deadbeat, your daddy didn't want to be here and all that. But at the same time, her mama took her and vanished for about 4-5 years. You got to realize, a person can sit here and say as a man, why you didn't go get custody and all that. I was a felon up to 2 years ago. I done had all type of situations going on where I had a long ass record. You cannot get custody of your child.
They wouldn't even give you a puppy.
With a fucked up record and not a good foundation. I can't say, yeah, I got a house and this, and that, and I got money. They're gonna say, where you work at? Well, you can't say I hustle. Okay, well let me run your name. And you got a long ass felony. You know what I mean? So
And
I had to
that's
put
sad.
myself in this situation in order to, you know what I mean?
And that's why I asked you that, because that's sad, because you do have a lot of mothers out here that poison these kids' minds, and from a youth till they get a certain age, and they want to think different and they want to look at you different, but you know, you got to think like, dang, is she really telling the truth, or is it some facts to this?
Bro, I do know they lying.
I know, but
broke up with the mom. That don't mean you broke up with the
I'm talking
kids.
about the kids. Some parents control. See, my mom couldn't do that to me, but some parents really can control their kids to believe that the father
Ain't
is
shit.
really not shit.
Well, if you hear the same story 500 times, you will believe the story.
And you ain't hearing
could-
his side.
Yeah,
That's all you know.
Yeah, that's all you know.
Well, see, and then you get some people like my dad never spoke bad about my mom, but my mom spoke bad about him every chance she got. Everything she could say was a negative word, but they just
What you
couldn't.
consider speaking bad? If you telling the truth, I don't consider that speaking
Well,
bad.
when you-
Everything I told my daughter about her mama was the truth. So she may have took it as being bad, but it was the truth.
Yeah.
And I look at it like this. It's nothing wrong. When it comes to your child, you let your child know who you are. Because they're going to see it. They already got an opinion. So if you come to them lying, like if you put an apartment in your daughter's name for her.
Nah, I put it in my name for her.
Well, yeah, okay. You looked out for her. You signed your name for your child. Her own mama couldn't even do that for her.
She ain't got no credit. No
You see what I'm
money.
saying? So why? Usually when people credit is fucked up, they financials fucked up.
Or could
They
her mama
friends
do
think
it for her and
lowly of
just
them.
knew how she was and wouldn't
Her
do it
mama
for her?
couldn't do it.
Oh, she couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it.
sometimes,
She
you
at
know
the
how
post
your
office and wasn't
kids
able to do
is.
it. I don't have no teenage. She's not a teenager. She a grown ass woman.
No, I'm saying her mother, because
I'm
her
saying
mother.
her or her mama. Neither one of them was able to do it.
Okay.
That's why they came to me boo-hooing and I did it. And I still got
So
fucked
because
up.
of her doing that, does that hurt you ever doing it for any of your other children?
I would never do it for nobody.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's maybe out the crew. I do it before I do for anybody in the family. It'll probably be 2 motherfuckers out the crew I would do it for. And that's because I know for a fact they wouldn't fuck me over.
Listen, you're willing to do things for people that you know that'll do for you. That's how a circle works. If you ain't never put nothing in, don't expect nothing out. It's just that simple. And I don't think that has nothing to do with family. I don't think it's just with friends. It's just people. You know what? If you showed me good faith, good signs that you got my best interest, I show you good faith and good signs that I got your interest. That's enough. You build on that. But if I'm coming through every time you see me, you need $30. Every time I'm around, you asking me for something, you never got shit to give me, never. I've seen you 5 times, and every 5 times I've seen you hungry. You need a couple dollars. You know what? Can you use a card? Oh man,
say you don't like to feed people, do you?
But sometimes
I don't want to do nothing for nobody that don't
even
want
wanna
to
feed
be.
nobody else.
sometimes
You
people
just-
be.
When I see
ridiculous
homeless
when it
people
come
at the
to
gas
food.
station, I tell
You
them I
don't wanna
play no
feed
part.
nobody on the
I play
day.
How
no
you got
part. You
there?
being fucked up, so I don't owe you shit.
See, I used to get my change and shit to the bums and all that. After it's been some years, I stopped doing that because I be thinking like shit. Charity starts at home first. You can help your circle. I'd rather help my circle before I help a motherfucker on the side of the road.
Well, because you you got. See, I don't know. I don't believe people just wake up in the morning fucked up.
Yeah.
You got fucked up because of your choices in life that led to what I'm looking at today. What would you doing a year ago? You probably had a job. You just chose, to get high. And you fucked your money up.
Messed up from mental illness. They can be, because I'm just giving, from mental illness. Because you got people who out here that suffer from a lot of mental illness and they don't get their income. Most of the time they in these AFC homes, the homes get it or their parents get it. And they're just out in the streets and stuff. So do you even take into, I look at it that it's so many different ways a person can be messed up. You got drugs, even though at the end of the day, it ain't none of our fault anyway. But
you got drugs that you chose to experiment with.
Right.
Okay, give me another one.
I said mental illness.
Okay, well, it is a mental illness, but that's a choice. That's a choice you chose to experiment with in most cases.
Well, when you're suffering from like bipolar, schizophrenia, and stuff like that, you're supposed to be like on medication and things.
Okay,
like that.
now he go the flip side of that. Now I vote, so I got say, how many other people vote? I vote for these institutions to stay open. I vote. How many other people that vote? And consider when they go to the polls to think about them people. I don't know many.
Yeah, you don't know many.
So I did my part. I'm not here to save the world. I tell a motherfucker, oh man, can I pump your gas? Oh, I voted for you to be in that mental illness. When they closed down Herman Kiefer, I tried to keep it open for you, dog.
That's what you.
But you got to think. I done my part.
Oh, I thought you said you told somebody that.
Well, that's what I will tell them. I will tell them, dog. I voted.
Now, this is what I got to come back to you. You would cause a person to snap because you don't. Why don't you just walk away without hurting somebody's feelings? Can I pump your? No, thank you. I don't need you to.
Okay, well. I could do that just like how he started the conversation with me.
What's hard for you? That's just like
he started the conversation with me. You can't tell me how to talk once you come talking to me.
But what is so hard for you not to just, you have to be hurtful. Just like
why is that hurtful?
Like with a woman. You said she got
Kiefer was a good place, wasn't it? It helped a lot of people.
But you didn't have to tell the man
that. Okay, now I tell him, bruh, I did everything I can. I voted. I checked the right box. Unfortunately, they closed it down, bro. But, I tried. Now, the next person ain't going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. He going to just look at him, man.
He might not know what you're talking about either because he had a bit of crazy.
Well, that mean I fought for him, and he didn't know I was fighting for him.
So you didn't even have to tell him that. You just said...
I helped him out. Well, I educated him.
But what I'm saying with you when I go on, but you just don't walk away from nothing. Even with a woman, if the sex is bad, you have to stop. And say, and wow,
baby. You finish first and then.
No, he don't do that. He got to ask questions.
I'm going to sit up, Drake. See, I don't want to.
But this is my thing.
I don't want to do that.
Why?
Because I feel I can help her.
People. We're talking about red flags and triggering.
I feel I can help you.
So you got to talk.
Your conversation
why you having sex? And you going to stop and talk?
Well, yeah, I was sitting up, Drake.
He said this many times. This is why I'm telling him.
Listen, man, I had women suck on my penis and tell her, hold on, baby. Now, that's too much teeth. It's hurting me. You're hurting me.
Well, that's different.
Well, but I'm saying I'm always got something to say.
No, I'm talking about what you saying that you'll be doing something and then you'll sit up and say, well, why is this a certain type of way? In the middle of sex.
Why your shit so open?
Why you open? Why you look like the sun and the moon? In the middle of sex, why am I dropping to the bottom?
I can tell when my girl cheated. I can have sex and I say, you know what? You been fucking around, haven't you? And she wake up, why you say that? You know why the fuck I said it. It don't feel the same. See, I'm going to tell you. Now, you can lie, but I know because I pay attention.
You said when she sleep.
No, Barb. Oh, damn.
You'll say this in the middle.
Barb, I'm showing you. Damn. Sit up. Damn. Sit back like this. What's wrong? You been fucking around. Oh no, why you say that? Because it don't feel right.
So you can't wait till everybody reach their climax, then say that?
Because I'm not, it's on my mind.
Open.
It's on my mind. I know what you've been doing.
But what if she ain't been doing nothing?
Yeah, you
well,
can tell.
I know.
You can tell. Definitely.
A woman be better off not giving me no sex. I'm 100 for 100.
Unless she tell you she been using she got one of them dildos in the closet.
Well, it gotta be bigger than me.
I ain't trying to throw us off, but I just want to give y'all an example of how his conversation can be triggering, and it could be a red flag, because sometimes you would have to walk away from his conversation to stop from putting your hands on him.
So would you throw the towel in there? If she been fucking around that.
Damn, on my time. If a woman gave up something that I consider mine at that time, I don't want her no more. He can have her. You know what? I may still knock her off every once in a while, but when I screw her, I'm screwing her for my pleasures. It's not a team sport at that time. Mm-hmm. It's my sport. You here for me, and I'm.
Also, would your feelings be hurt if you try and she say I'm good?
Well, if she don't want to bother me, I'd probably be her best bet. If she fucked around, it might be in her best interest just to keep it moving. Don't come back. Mm-hmm. But every woman come back to the ball.
So why do you men think like that of women, but women don't think like that of men?
Well,
when men cheat on women be like, oh,
because the vagina get beat. Can you imagine?
The penis is being used. You don't know.
You asked me the difference. I'm telling you the difference.
I'm just trying. I want to know why the forgiveness is not the same. 9
times out of 10, y'all in our pocket, we not in y'all. So y'all forgive us because we still sponsoring y'all lifestyle.
Well, men usually invest into their women. When a man meet a woman, he got to invest in her mentally, physically, financially. There's so many things that a man put into his woman. So when she betray him, that's just what it is. She betray him, and now he don't feel obligated to do that anymore. He don't want to pour into her no more because he know what she's capable of doing. We give women the benefit of the doubt before they do it.
Well, we should know how. Well, I would assume a man should know how she moved from day one. You know, it's crazy. A guy meet a woman, titties out, ass out. I mean, wearing shit that other jangalangs are wear. Then you get her, want to make her your woman. Then get mad she wearing the same shit that you met her in. You can't change her. This is who she was in the beginning. So.
Well, see, I believe in this. Sometimes when a woman's single, she can't do what the fuck she want to do.
So she can wear like the
she can do what she want to do in a relationship.
Like the Prince jeans with her ass out with no drawers on, so just got whole cheeks out.
Dre, we both been out and we seen women. She's single, she do what she want to, and it looks good.
Yeah.
But once you become private to a man, you can't do that no more because now you private to somebody, and somebody want you to be looked at in a respectable manner.
I disagree.
My question is, before you throw in your disagreement, my question is that when you choose this girl with the booty cheeks hanging out, titty sitting up high, open, cut shirt, when you decide to make her your woman, do men say, hey, you can't do this no more?
That's right. Conversation take first. I say, well, listen here, baby. When I met you, you looked good. But now we together, I don't want you doing that no more. Now, she can sit up and say, well, that's how you met me. And I'm going to say, well, you know what? Bend over. I'm going to knock you off. And that's all I'm going to keep doing is knock you off. I'm not going to invest in you mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, none of that. I'm going to just knock you off into the ragged old.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, well, first let me ask you before I can get to the disagreement. Would you be cool with, you just say you met, matter of fact, I ain't gonna met. Would you be cool with your woman when like the sheer see-through like outfits where you can see her whole breast, pussy, and all that shit?
Me?
Now you asking the wrong person.
No, I'm asking the right one. It's a two-part question.
I'd rather for my woman to wear a turtleneck, some jeans, and that would be a casual outfit for her. It's 90 degrees outside. If I see my woman wearing something with her, I can see the bottom part of her cheek, the inner thighs, breast push. I got a problem.
Okay.
We got to have a sit down.
Now, this is the second part to that. This is where I say I disagree. If you met her with this type of stuff where you can see boobs, her pussy, and all this extra freaky shit, jeans with her ass cut out with no drawers, you can't expect her to change up to be a conservative woman when she been a sexy red dusty foot her whole life. So you can't expect the outcome to be any different.
Dre, when I used to go to the casino, I used to hear this word so much. Oh, that's cute, girl. That's cute. Women always give other women fucked up advice.
I agree.
They would have them looking just like a prostitute. I get that your girls geeked you up. You bought this, and this is how y'all dress when y'all go out. I get it because you were single. But see, with me, before I do anything, a conversation take place. She don't have to agree with me. I can say, well, baby, listen, all that shit you bought, it looked nice. It's for a single woman. But now you in a relationship, and we're going somewhere. Now, if you want to keep dressing like that, I can't stop you. But I would not invest into you. You would not be my woman.
Okay,
Last question before we wrap it up. Last question. Could you marry a prostitute if she changed her way? No. It's the same. It's the same.
No.
You trying to reform a prostitute?
Okay, let me tell you this. It's a difference. It's a difference from a person looking like a prostitute than a person behaving like a prostitute.
Only a prostitute gonna dress like a prostitute.
No. I see these little young girls. You go to these clubs, go up to Nikki's, and look what they got on. Their only thing covered up is their nipples. Well, I guess you saying they prostitutes in training.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're not prostitutes yet. See, I'm gonna get them in training.
Okay, it's time for us to close out. So, throwing in the towel. I guess you would throw in a towel on a woman who dresses a certain type of way that you don't want to talk to. So, I would say that, don't even approach a person like that because that's not your type of person you're willing to talk to. And as far as what we was talking about, throwing in a towel, hey, if it ain't good for you and it's bad for you, walk away. Don't try to fix something that's already broken. Don't try to train anything that's already messed up. You got to get with people on your level and deal with people in your life that's good for you, and maybe you won't have to throw the towel in so much.
What you got to say, Dre?
Well, I feel like this. At some point, you got to choose yourself and your peace of mind over all the negativity and the BS. So everybody got a different tolerance. So whatever it works for you, and throw the towel in, or just make yourself unseeable. They can't see you, or they see you when you allow them to see you. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, last words. I believe, like I always say, people got classes. You should date people in your class. You should deal with people that's on your level. You want to be around people that's evenly yoked. That would save you a lot of heartache, a lot of issues. Don't deal with a woman that's a fixer-upper. A woman shouldn't deal with a man that's a fixer-upper. If your family members always need help, put them right where they at. Judge them on where they at. You know what I'm saying? That's a person that's going to always need help. I just don't want to help people all the time. So in closing, I think people should just deal with people where they at. Don't try to fix them up. Don't try to save them. Don't try to help people. Because I don't think they'll understand. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Conversation with OGs. We out.
Peace.